we understand the future is AI. So for our kids, we have kids similar ages, we have teenagers and some younger kids. Over the next decade or two, they're going to be going through college, they're going to be into the workforce. What are you raising them? How are you raising them in terms of skills, hard skills, soft skills, whatever in between? But how are you thinking about getting them ready to take on the world and be productive in it? And then what's your advice to people who are in college? You got a lot of your
Yeah,
Waterloo alumni. What are you thinking now? And just stream of consciousness, because this is a dynamic field here.
I don't have a good answer. I have not tried to answer this for my kids because I feel like I ask this question more than I answer it.
Mm.
Um, and I don't really know. And the only thing that I've concluded is that I think it's very important for my kids to have their own adventure. I
Mm.
want them to, you know, do something interesting and have some wins, have some losses. But beyond that, I don't really have much of a I don't have a plan.
Mm.
I just hope that they find an adventure, and if I can be a part of helping them find that, that I think is going to be the whole challenge. Because like, and why do I say adventure? Because I think it's kind of like all encapsulating. Like if you think that the food, the shelter, your basic necessities are essentially covered for you in this next iteration where most things are abundant.
Yeah, modern society, a
Modern
society
society
with
evolves,
abundance. Yeah.
it's still not going to change millions of years of hardwired physiology. So how your brain has evolved, that's not going to change in one generation.
No.
And so I think if you understand that, the human's desire for agency and for risk, and for
Problem
learning,
solving,
knowledge,
socialization. There's some
yeah,
core
all of it.
things that are just inherent in who we are. We're
The
going to want to
best,
play games. We're going to solve problems. We're going to want to socialize. And if you don't do those things, by the way, you're going to all of a sudden have people telling you got to put your kids on SSRIs or speed to get them to have those things. And it's like,
yeah, the best. That's why I think the best word that I have come up with is adventure.
I like it.
Um, and I would like my kids to have a chance to have an adventure. I mean, I've had a great adventure, and it's still only half done.
Mm, yeah.
And you've had a great adventure. Like it's like this is what you
Well, I
want for
mean,
your
the
kids,
kid
I
from
think.
Toronto. I mean, you were Toronto originally. Where are you?
Ottawa,
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Kid from Ottawa, kid from Brooklyn, and now look like it's. And we still have 20,
Great.
30 great years. Who knows if they're going to solve some life extension? God forbid. We'll be doing episode 2000 of All In somewhere. But yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot too. I don't have the easy answers, but the one I came up with is very similar to your adventure, which is exposure. Exposing them to possibilities, exposing them to, high agency people. And I think if you can expose them to these things, then it's enough because young people have that energy. They'll find something that'll pull them to it. But I wish somebody had exposed me earlier to entrepreneurship, a little earlier to risk taking. I had to find that myself, right? You had to find it yourself eventually. And that's like, I'm taking them to Tokyo with me for Founder University, and I'm going to let them sit in on it. And it's like, I just thought to myself, man, if a 10 or 16-year-old JCal had experienced Tokyo, my first time on an airplane was when I was 15, 16 years old. I went to Florida.
Ooh.
Like, we didn't have the money for airline tickets. That was out of the question. Our vacation was, how far can we drive the van before it reasonably breaks
Were
down?
you were you upset when your dad had only bought you a one-way ticket and left you
Yeah,
behind?
it was just like, good luck getting back, son. Be relentless. That's another thing for these kids. I'm big on the how some things take like 4 days or 5 days to get good at. Some take 5 hours. So if you look at skiing, right? Like, gosh, when you started skiing, man, it was like watching Big Bird coming down the hill
Terrible.
blindfolded. And now you're like, whoa, cutting S turns. You could do a diamond, but you stay on the blues. Like you could ski. You could ski. 5 years
Ish.
later, you can actually ski.
Ish. Ish.
Ish. You're like
Ish.
the Sri Lankan skier. It's like unbelievable. You could be on the Sri
Ish.
Lankan Olympic team. I don't know if there's
The
any
only
others.
the only person more awkward than me is Freeberg, which gives me some solace.
I mean, Freyberg coming down. I mean, oof, every time he comes down, it's a knee injury. I'm like, are you coming out tomorrow? He's like, no,
Poor
my
guy.
knee, my hip,
That
my
poor
this,
guy.
my that. Poor guy. He's not built for it. But what I did with my daughter, my 16-year-old specifically, was I was like, what are things we can do together, daddy daughter date, that take like that third or fourth time to have the unlock where you go, ooh, I like this. So pickleball, skiing, anything like that that takes like 3 or 4 times to get good at, it just builds that resiliency. And once they've done the third or fourth one, they're like, what's next? What's next? What skill can I learn that's kind of hard?